Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are wrapping up Hawkeye Season 1. This is Episode 6. So this is Christmas. They dropped a huge bombshell on us on the last episode was showing Kingpin. So I can't wait to see where we go from here, what kind of Easter eggs or teases or whatever we're going to get out of the series, but it's been a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, we got to see Kingpin at the end and see that he was behind the hit, so to speak, and so was the mom of anybody. So maybe you're right about your boy Jacques with the mustache. So I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see where this goes.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a lot of fun. Started off with a lot of light humor. First few episodes felt, kind of this interesting news, hero we had in the picture. A lot of action the last couple episodes, and I'm really excited to see the way they finish this off because they have dropped a lot on us in the last 2 episodes.
All right, without further ado, let's go!
This is our tracksuit
guys.
Tracksuit Mafia.
Oh, right
It's
away.
like they're in the class.
There he is.
Mr. Fisk,
What can I help you with, Eleanor?
I've never asked questions. I've always done what was told.
What I'd expect. And your husband owed a small fortune.
Oh.
I am a little confused where you're headed with this.
I handled Armand like you asked. My fiance is taking the fall for Sloan,
There are no lines in this business.
and that is why I have to leave this business.
Eleanor, don't be rash.
I want you to know that I have been keeping an insurance policy,
Eleanor,
copies of everything in a safe place.
in the spirit of the holidays, I'm going to give you a minute to think about what you're starting right now.
I don't need a minute.
Oh, she's playing hardball.
Yeah. I don't
Is
think
that a
she
meat grinder right on his desk?
I don't think she quite knows who she's dealing with.
I'm going to give you a minute to think about what you're starting
Okay, well, at least they're seeing the video.
Who sent this?
Yelena, my mom, is the one who hired her to kill you.
Oh, wow.
And now she's working with the mob. She killed Armand.
I think you gotta calm down, okay? Let's talk this out. Your mom needs our help. Kingpin will not take this lightly. He's going to react.
You should be with your family. You can still make it in time for Christmas.
Kate, you're my partner.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh.
Your mess is my mess. I'm not going anywhere until this is finished.
All right.
Partner word.
Little chills there.
I've seen you at the end of some tough matches. Do you want to tell me what's been going on?
I'm sorry. You know what my father meant to me.
To all of us.
I like how they have him like knowing some sign language.
Stop chasing ghosts.
That's quite the turnaround.
I've realized no matter what I do, I can't bring my father back.
He would have wanted you to move on. He always wanted.
This is
best.
getting real uncomfortable.
Yeah, she's...
If it's okay with you, I'd like a couple of days off to clear my head.
That's reasonable. Maya.
Just with like each... You're waiting for her to just turn.
I love you. An Avenger has taken an outsized interest in our operations, and the Bishop woman, she thinks that she can quit her job as if she works for Goldman Sachs. And Maya, she's turned on us. Yeah. What will we do about it? The people need to be reminded that the city belongs to me.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Really sorry how this is all turning out for you.
We gotta focus on tonight.
You're right. We need a ton of gear. Like a whole batch of way too dangerous trick arrows.
You can make more.
He never said he couldn't.
He already knows where to
he
get
never
them.
said he couldn't.
Oh, okay, he can.
Nice.
Oh, this gives me Rambo vibes.
Only a little bit
Rambo.
more higher attack.
Yeah, I
huh?
was
a
gonna-
little bit.
Kind of. Whoa, look at that. Gunpowder.
All sorts of goodies.
What are we making here?
Wow. Some more pim particles.
Way too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
Oh, labeling all of them. That's awesome.
Well, that way she knows what they do. He'll know what
Yeah.
each one does.
Just by looking.
Oh, nice.
Magnetic.
Oh,
Stark. Nice.
this is awesome.
So this holiday party tonight.
Yeah. Formal.
You know, you don't have to do this. It is part of the job. Heroes have to make some tough decisions. I just want to know you're ready.
Oh, remember what Florence told her?
Born ready.
Trying to put the doubt in her head about Hawkeye.
When I was younger, aliens invaded. I was alone. But then I saw you fighting aliens with a stick and a string. I saw you jump from that building even though you can't fly. And I thought, if he could do that, then I didn't have to be scared. You showed me that being a hero isn't just for people who can fly or shoot lasers out of their hands. It's for anyone who is brave enough to do what's right no matter the cost. I'm ready.
Here we go. So Jack was framed all along, is what they're telling us.
Come on.
That's what I've got out of this episode so far.
Nothing else.
Nothing
That's all
else.
he's going to talk about the entire review.
If the bishop woman escapes, be ready.
We're on the route.
These
Like
guys.
these are the
come on,
guys
really?
you want pulling off your operation.
They said the whole time for Kingpin, those were the low levels.
What are our assets? What are our threats?
Threats? That's scary. Fired me from one of the only jobs I ever had.
Gary.
Assets? Well, we have those all over the party.
Oh.
Made some costumes. There we
Nice.
go.
Wow, Jack's out of jail already.
He's got a sword with him.
Oh, just in
Building a
case.
sword.
Maybe it's his way of proving that he really is innocent.
Exactly.
Weird flex, but sure.
That's a weird flex.
Mom said I was going to get your wine collection.
Do you remember when you peed in your pants in the Hamptons? I did. Everybody does.
I mean, you gotta love this guy,
Oh,
right?
God. He's the lovable buffoon. Oh.
Oh,
thank
boy.
you.
I'm just going to stay bundled up here.
Check your coat. No, thank you.
Look at her hair. Wow. That is cool.
Do you see her?
No, I haven't seen her yet. I found her. Hi. Mom, come with me.
He's got a red dot and a laser. What kind of setup is that?
Your business partner wants you dead.
What are you talking about?
How could you do this? All these years.
When your father died, I was blindsided. He owed that monster money.
There you two are. Sorry to interrupt, darling, but I really need to have a word with you.
Probably because.
Don't worry about it. I have everything under control.
All clear, boss.
Oh, no, he does have one there.
Get down.
Barton's here. And the girl. Tell the boss Christmas came early.
Yeah, but you can't hit shit.
No kidding.
Hey, do not go out there. It's too dangerous.
You're the reason it's dangerous out there, Mom.
Whoa.
I am the danger.
I am the danger.
I think I'm missing something here.
Oh, God.
He's going to save the day, I'm telling you.
Hey, find Eleanor.
Okay. Go in position 2, guys. Wendy and Missy, kill the lights.
So I know you're chummy with my mom, but I gotta say, I didn't think you'd make the cut for the Christmas party.
Kate Bishop. I'm not here to ruin anything. I'm just going to kill Barton, have some appetizers, and then I'll go.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the bruschetta because it looks like you already lost him.
He's in the elevator.
I think you're just gonna magically guess which one he's on?
12th floor.
Damn it.
Enjoy the party.
Ah.
Give her the old
Shoulder check.
Just.
Oh, is she going to hit them all?
Yeah, do the. I gotta say, she's being really nice to her with it too.
Oh, that's my keto.
Oh, she's shocked.
No. I forgot what is happening. Did you plan that?
Yes. No, not.
Come on, that is so annoying.
Those two are great together.
These guys.
Doofuses.
Thomas will watch exits.
I think our LARPers are gonna take out the tracksuits here, no problem.
Oh, I mean, they've got practical training instead of
She's gone.
instead of pulling your strikes, you just follow through and.
What are we doing? I mean, it's Christmas Eve. Let's grab a drink, huh?
After I kill Barton.
Come on, mister. You don't get it.
Das Boot. Oh!
Oh, oh, better move, bud.
Well, knockout gas. This dude's just working late at his desk.
Oh, this is cool. The room-to-room shot like this.
That really hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, it was sort of the kick to the ribs.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. That was good form. But you did a really cool body throw.
Yeah, thank you. Stop making me like you.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. Bye.
Grappling hooks.
Grappling hooks. Whoa. Yeah.
Is that you?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
What is she using for a rope? Okay, well, as long as it's not a piece of office equipment, then it'll actually
Jesus,
work.
she's going fast.
Clint, the tracksuits are here.
These guys.
Oh, she's getting better.
I want to thank you, for your advice, what you said, how I should speak to my girlfriend.
Did it work?
It worked, bro.
It worked, bro. We went to Maroon 5 and said,
Got you now, bro.
I told you guys. Look at him go.
Are you okay?
Never been better.
Oh, God.
Come on. Come on.
What? I'm afraid I've lost track of your mother.
You and me both.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I'm gonna have to look him up in the Marvel Encyclopedia.
All right, we got to give this one to Mason Quinn.
Oh,
this guy.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
You don't stand a chance. Oh, maybe he does.
Just walks to the
I
ball.
told you to stop.
Oh,
ooh.
That's a good way to get rid of him.
Oh, Suplex City.
It's just some Christmas.
There's a title.
The one, like 3 of them have ski masks on.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
What's giving him the big eyes?
Where are you?
I'm here.
Where's here? Clint?
In the tree.
What tree?
The tree.
The tree.
Guys, where's my gear? I need my gear.
Missy.
I got it. Look, I need to get Clint out of that tree. Clear the civilians.
Like he's a cat.
What about that guy? He doesn't seem to...
Take that.
He's on our side, but we should probably get him out of here, too. All right?
Take that.
He reminds me of Puss in Boots.
You know what?
Maybe that's what they wanted with him.
I think it's time.
Let's go.
Oh, they're gonna get their gear on. Join the fight. The watch. The watch. Traitor.
Traitor. Have to fold that picture over.
Is there like an open call to hire these guys?
Hey, bro.
Where's our backup? We're all gonna die.
Oh, what a bat!
Oh, right to the chin.
Yeah.
Trying to save your life, you brat.
Clint.
You know who I am?
Armand the 7th.
Yep.
Does his dad own a dealership?
I'm gonna get you out of that tree.
No, don't do anything.
Repeat after me. I'm not going to do anything incredibly stupid.
Timber.
Oh. Oh. That could have been rough.
A little bit of sap down here. little sap.
It's a lot of tracksuits right there. Holy Jesus. She's just sliding across on her knees.
Oh,
whoa.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's the
That's what
magnets.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh my God, you wore it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it looks so good. I told you. I told you.
Here. Take these.
No way.
Sonic too dangerous.
Let's give him hell.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa.
I mean, let's be honest. We came here for the arrows, didn't we, folks?
Yeah. Just
tranquilizers.
A lot of tranquilizers.
How many of these
more.
guys did they hire?
A lot of
That's
bros.
why I asked. Is there like a Craigslist ad or what?
Ooh.
None of them are shooting though, huh?
No.
We'll just go with that. We'll just go with
No,
it.
remember the magnet took all their guns.
Oh,
away.
it took all their guns. Well, the new guy's coming in, I'm saying.
Is that a Pym? Nope.
Oh, like an airbag.
Oh, Sonic.
Oh, that's the Pym.
What happens to them now?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Scott about that one.
Uh-oh. Children shouting.
Let's go.
What a sequence. You wanted action.
Yep.
She used one of the guys to get out there.
I gotta go find her.
Let's go.
Oh, look at that. Made 3 of them.
Oh, God.
Shot! Yeah, no shit.
Oh.
Oh. Swung right at her right away.
I need to ask you one question.
It's nice to finally meet you.
I need to know what happened.
If I told you what really happened, you'd never believe me. But what you need to know is your sister sacrificed herself. She saved the world. I'm sorry.
You're lying.
No mercy.
This is my life.
It was never supposed to be yours.
Don't make me do this, Maya.
Yeah,
Oh, she's trying to skate? Oh, real classy.
We have to find Kate. I think she's.
Oh.
Don't leave, Eleanor.
Nice.
What are you going to do with that?
What?
He is a badass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anybody who's seen Daredevil knows how badass he is.
Just knows Kingpin in general.
Oh!
Oh, shit!
She's lucky she was in a Mercedes.
Good thing they have a good star safety system.
He won't let that happen.
Oh.
Oh, she had to do it.
Yep.
She tried to get him to get out. She was giving him every chance.
That slime ball was never going to leave.
No, he wasn't.
He's coming for you.
Where are you going, big guy?
Oh, you don't know who you're dealing with, Kate.
Oh,
yeah.
Nobody killed her. She sacrificed herself.
The old chicken wing. He's got her in.
I couldn't stop her.
No.
Is he going to
Mind
break
your
him?
own business.
Yep.
So she died because you let her.
I fought her for it, but she was better than me.
You should have fought harder.
Oh!
Jesus, getting worked.
Oh, comes back.
Got one of his cufflinks.
Oh,
too dangerous.
Oh! What? That didn't take him out?
No, he's like indestructible.
Yeah.
I don't know much about.
Yeah,
Kingpin.
I only know.
So he's not a real He's not just a normal person.
I don't know his full lore, but like
we'll discuss.
Okay,
it
I don't know much about Kingpin. I just know he's from Daredevil. I know he's a bad guy.
And Spider-Man, and they've been battling him for years.
Oh, I don't know. He was bomb-proof.
It'll all go back to normal. It's never been normal, Mom. And I think part of me has always known that.
Honey, this was just an unfortunate arrangement.
Killing Armand, hiring an assassin to kill Clint, framing your own fiance.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate arrangement.
Yes,
That's
sweetie.
3
That's how
strikes
the
and
world
you're out.
works. But I did it for you.
How do you know what I can handle?
And I know that you think that you can live your life without consequences, just like your father. But someone has to clean things up. Someone has to take responsibility.
You're under arrest for the murder of Armand Duquesne III.
Is this what heroes do? Arrest their mothers on Christmas?
Oh.
Well,
I love you, Mom.
that was a twist in the last couple episodes I didn't see coming for sure.
How do you know that?
Your secret whistle with Nat. She talked about you all the time, Elena.
She did?
She told me about how you got separated as kids. She was flying that plane. All she could think about is that you were safe. She loved you.
You got so much time with her. It shouldn't have gone this way. If I was there, I could have stopped it. I could have changed it.
Nothing was gonna stop her, Elena. You know what I taught you. She made her choice. We're gonna have to find a way to live with that.
I loved her so much.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he ain't around.
It's not here.
Oh boy, what's this?
What a surprise. You and I, we're family. Sometimes family doesn't see eye to eye.
Not that. Oh! Whoa!
We're essentially Avengers.
We're essentially.
Pretty handy with that thing.
Oh, he's gonna join
Have
LARPing.
you ever heard of LARPing?
That's some sort of leisure activity? Oh, balls. I got some blood on my tie.
I gotta be really honest with you, Kate. Every once in a while, you come across somebody that just makes you better. In every way. And that Missy boy, she just outdid herself with this suit, right? The elasticity in this fabric.
Stop.
You took on Kingpin all by yourself. Not many people walk away from something like that. I'm so proud of you. You know what? We gotta walk that dog.
We gotta get home for family Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, we got new bikes.
Oh, you got a few more gifts.
Come on, where's Pizza Dog? Kate.
Well,
he's not bringing him home for Christmas.
Come on, Lucky.
Oh,
you sure this is okay?
Told ya. Lucky's his name.
You kept your promise.
Here, take something. Come on in, let's go. It's cold.
Just
No.
made it.
What if Yelena's like right in there too? We're having Christmas with them.
Hi.
This is Kate.
Kate. So good to have you.
You're never gonna guess what was found in a black market auction in New York City.
Thank you.
Oh, Shield.
Oh.
That was hers?
Yeah, she is an agent of Shield. I'll have to look in the encyclopedia at her now too.
I mean, I never saw Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's cool if they tied it in.
Oh. Like you wouldn't put it in a fire pit? You're putting it on the grill?
Putting it in a smoker?
Or a burn barrel?
Nah, this is more ceremonial.
Can I ask you something?
What do you think of Lady Hawk?
That's a good movie back in the 80s.
Hawk shot. Like hot shot, but hawk.
No. You know what? Actually, I have an idea.
Is she in the encyclopedia?
She's got to be. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Look at those credits. We got
some post.
We got post credits.
So now, I think this is kind of like a little training montage. So like how we saw
in the beginning
in the first episode this is maybe them two working together.
Yep.
Or it's
taking
just
on crime.
That.
Or it's just a recap. Yeah.
Lucky.
There's the dog.
Lucky
with
the
arrow.
puppy.
Family.
I am not a bad dog.
That's the car chase.
Florence.
Nice, Tony!
Alaqua Cox. So that's
Wisconsin's
our
very own.
Just
awesome. Down the road from here.
Strange today. There's a battle above the street. You've the power to find the light.
What in the world is this?
Well, it's from Rogers the Musical, but
I can do this all. This can't be the end.
no, that's Loki.
It's a bunch of Lokis.
And the aliens.
Oh.
And the Thor is a god.
We'll conquer the Chitauri.
Swarm when we're done.
Good now.
Oh, they got us.
They made us sit through that whole shitty musical for nothing.
Anything else? Oh, you.
They got us.
You rat.
They got us. Oh, man. Well, that was Hawkeye season 1. And a lot of surprises. Look, for me, the biggest thing about Hawkeye is getting to see the payoff with all the different arrows. And I'm glad we got that here in the last episode. They pretty much ran through just about everything we'd expect. It was an interesting take. I think they kind of decided with the series things were going to be relatively non-lethal for the most part. Of course, we lost Armand and maybe a handful of others you could argue, but for the most part, when they had the big battle at the end, Kate was going the T2 route and taking him out at the knees, and most of the arrows were non-lethal. But again, that was for me the big payoff, getting to see all of Hawkeye's tricks. Loved Jack's turnaround. I mean, I was calling it the whole series with this guy. Maybe he's just a little slimy, but still a nice guy, And Jack had the big turnaround. That was really fun to see because the guy's an amazing actor, and it's just a lot of fun to see that twist. Seeing Echo with her fight the way that she got out, that was interesting because I didn't know if she was just gonna kind of exit stage right and then we'd never see her again until her series came out or whatever. But it was interesting how she had to kind of put a finale to her story and to kind of get out of Kingpin. And speaking of Kingpin, we got to see him fight with Kate. Now, what I thought was interesting was Kingpin was probably going about 1/100th, I think, of what he's capable of. Because for those of you who remember the prison fight scene, was that in Daredevil or Punisher Answer?
That I do not.
Okay, but I just remember the prison fight scene with Kingpin, and the guy was just a monster, just a beast. So if he really wanted to, I don't think he was trying to hurt Kate because he still wanted Eleanor to be in his business and working with him. And obviously, if he takes out her child, well, that's definitely not going to happen. So he even said, "You're starting to annoy me." So he was just kind of annoyed at the whole thing. So that was interesting to see. But, Kate did have kind of her big fight scene and did go toe-to-toe with Kingpin, and not many people have lived to do that. So that was cool. We got the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Little twist at the end with Clint's wife. I didn't know that she was involved in that because I hadn't seen the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series at all.
Well, she wasn't in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, per se. I'm just saying because on the back of the watch was
That was the
was
logo.
a symbol for Shield. So I was like, she must have been an agent in Shield at some point in time.
yeah.
So now that's why I said I'm gonna have to look into the
We'll have to check out, or
because I don't know if that was a thing for the whole time.
Yeah, or just let us know in the comments what some of the connections were, maybe some of the Easter eggs or things we missed. I think we did okay on this series, but yeah, so this one was a lot of fun. Again, I wanted to know from you folks a little bit more about Kingpin's abilities. I know Oak and I are just kind of the casual Marvel fans here, so not up on everything. And I did see Daredevil and Punisher, so I did see him in that in those shows and seeing him just destroy people. But very awesome, a fun series. I get, if I had to rank it, well, I'll get to the rankings later after these guys go, because we've gone through a number of these Marvel shows, and some of them have really surprised us, and this is one of them. I didn't expect a whole lot out of this one because I wasn't sure which way it was going to go in the first few episodes. Almost had like a CW type feel to it a little bit, but overall ended up being a lot of fun.
I like how you say CW, like that's
Well, it's like kind of like, kid stuff. It's not going to be like ultra violent like the Punisher or something like that. It's going to be on a different level than some of the other
like people
Netflix
that loved watching the Arrowverse, and that would be some fighting words, because like Smallville and Green Arrow and the new adventures of Lois and Clark and stuff like that are.
Hold on, we're the casual fans.
Casual, you're already way over my head.
But I'm saying by you saying that, that's where it could be some fighting.
Well, what I'm
words.
saying is
That's
that
why
it's
I'm
not
saying
John Bernthal just ripping through like 30 guys and blood and heads going everywhere is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Very subdued, like made for TV type series is what it felt like.
Because it was a Disney Plus, but
Right.
I mean, so what I liked about it is obviously we got to finally see them working as a team. He called his partner, which gave me chills because it was like, now let's get to work. So you got to see him even building the arrows, even though they had it. As cool as that was, they still had to throw the little humor in it with having the little label maker to put on everything for like too dangerous magnetic. Yeah. We got to see some more PIM particles. We got to see something from Stark Industries to be on some of the arrows. So that was great. We got to see some Kingpin action. Wilson Fisk, which no real big superpowers. It's just he's a massive man that is very durable and very good at hand-to-hand combat. And if you're looking in some of the comics that I did read, he went toe-to-toe with Captain America. So him just throwing around, Kate, that you can see why that would happen, because he is just that massive of a man, and he's so powerful, and he runs all of New York, which is. So like the difference in obviously that we always know is DC and Marvel is in real cities like New York and so on. So like Kingpin of New York. So that's why he has battles with Spider-Man, the Avengers, Daredevil, Punisher. They're all in New York. So it's always fun. You can tie him into everything, and now we see that this is obviously got to lead into Echo. I mean, it's gotta. So that's gonna be cool because we got to see Maya Lopez get her little arc where she was trying to take out Hawkeye until finally Clint like smartened her up and was like, no, it was not me. It was number 2 wasn't there for some reason that night, and I didn't get the call. Well, we discussed that before, and then finally seeing Yelena and Clint, finally they shared the whistle that only Yelena and Natasha knew. That was in Black Widow, so that was a nice callback to that, and then finally her accepting what Clint was telling her was the truth and not making up, because you saw that he was like really trying not to fight back. But then also seeing Clint's wife at the end, man, I'm definitely gonna have to look her up or something, or you guys also let us know in the comments, because I mean the signs were there throughout the series. She was like calling in favors and asking people about things. So she obviously, it's not like, I know I'm married an Avenger, so I get all the access he does. No, she had some perks herself before, and maybe that's how they met. So that'd be a cool kind of fun backstory to see how those two got together and had their family, because that might be interesting as well, because as we saw, she had a SHIELD watch. But yeah, I really liked the show. Yeah, it had the right amount of comedy, it had a good amount of action. That was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, this was a really fun surprise, and I agree with Mason Quinn. I don't want to get Answer too worked up, so I won't make the CW comparison. We'll just use the phrase.
Not worked up for me. I'm just saying in general.
Actually, guys,
Just
W
saying.
Very serious. Yeah, it was fun to start with, but it seemed, I've used the word campy before, and like the humor was very light. It didn't feel like your traditional Marvel or Avengers show. It just felt kind of like they were trying to take this character and mix in some lighthearted comedy. But it was all just kind of part of the developing of a story, developing of a unique relationship between Kate and Hawkeye, and they had to make it a unique relationship, right? Because otherwise, what would a 21, 22 in this? What would she be doing teaming up with a superhero? It kind of developed as it went along, and as Answer had said, they finally in the last episode, you're my partner, because he vehemently denied them being partners or friends or anything.
It was coming from a good place.
Yeah. So this was fun. Of Mason Quinn brings up, look, we got to see the arrows. That was fun. If I have to nitpick, it would be that there was 1,000 of the bros coming. They had them on the ice, and granted, the first row of bros got their guns taken away by the magnet thing, but nobody was popping off rounds at them. But that's my tiny nitpick, but other than that, this was fun. It was interesting that the guy was using a red dot, but also a laser. That was an interesting combination.
Had to have the giveaway.
Firearms people were, that's an interesting topic, but again, pretty non-consequential as far as the overall story. But this was a lot of fun. Mason Quinn has been saying from, day one that Jack was the good guy. Look, I thought he was the likable bad guy, but I didn't think he was
the likable buffoon.
I didn't think. Now, Answer.
No, that was the buffoon.
Answer. Did I see something? Did I see something earlier when we were looking through that is that him that becomes a superhero if you go all the way to the top? On the top right, when we were looking something up earlier, there was a picture of the swordsman. Is what it was. If you go back a page. I don't know if you have to go back a page or two. There was one where it was like, there was one anyhow that you saw a picture of a guy as a swordsman. Looks like he had a little mustache. I was wondering if
he's the swordsman.
He
was first introduced as an enemy of Hawkeye in the Avengers. The character has since appeared as both a supervillain and superhero.
So our guy turns into a hero, the swordsman. God, Mason Quinn joked about a spin-off series with Jack. If it didn't make the cut, Mason Quinn joked about a spin-off series with Jack Duquesne. He's an Olympic-level athlete and a cunning strategist with phenomenal reflexes and highly adept at unarmed combat, a master in the uses of blade weapons,
especially swords, which we did see.
And what a performance by that guy added so much to this show. So much to this show because it was like you didn't know whether to like him or dislike him. He was charismatic, he was the mean guy, he was the awkward, stepdad coming in. I mean, just a really dynamic character. And I'm guessing, look, I have no professional acting experience, but I'm guessing that's a tough role. Like, hey, we want you to be the bad guy, but we want people to like you. And you're supposed to be kind of cheesy, but also believable. Yep. So Tony Dalton just nailed this role. And I think everybody did really good with their casting here. Florence Pugh as... obviously coming in as Yelena was phenomenal. I really liked at the end that they had those two kind of come to terms. And it kind of opened up about her. It's kind of seemed like, the whole time, was it that she thought Clint was responsible, or was she kind of jealous the time he got to spend with her? I mean, it was a very complicated and dynamic relationship.
Yeah, it almost seemed like she wanted to do that because she thought maybe it would take some of the pain away. Whether it was right or wrong, she just felt I have this mission and I have to do it.
So, with everything that did seem kind of lighthearted, they gave us some pretty heavy, heavy material as far as, that was concerned. But again, they gave us the levity of, Yelena and Kate going back and forth through the hotel and fighting and, kind of that, they instantly, bonded. I thought this was a really fun series. It didn't take itself too seriously in the beginning. We got a lot of really good action. That's the one thing I liked about this. Really good action. I'm really impressed with, of course, Maya's character, who, big shout out, she's from Wisconsin. Alaqua Cox from Wisconsin, so big shout out to her.
Indian tribe of Wisconsin.
Just a phenomenal on-screen performer as far as her fighting goes. It looks like she played basketball and volleyball, but I have to imagine that she had some sort of martial arts before shooting this, or just put in all kinds of work, because she was phenomenal.
And what's awesome is this is her acting debut.
Mm-hmm. But big shout out to Kate as well, the actress that played Kate, Hailee Steinfeld. Because I don't know what her background is, but she pulled off some impressive stuff, and she I don't know that the level of athleticism looked as high as Alaqua's did, but still very, very impressive. And it just goes to show like how dedicated so many of these actors and actresses are at really committing themselves to these roles. And it's like, sometimes we think of like actors and actresses like, oh, they get to do these fun things and they'll go on film and pretend to be people. And it's like, no, they are putting in crazy amount of work to sell this. And it's one thing to sell something in a role where you're acting and there's drama. It's another thing when there's very, very physical acting. And this was very physical acting.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm not unaware that there's a lot of stunt work here, but there was also a lot of stuff that you could tell she was doing herself. So big shout out to her. But all in all, I would say this is right up there with the rest of the Marvel series. Look, I'm partial to the Punisher just because of that story, because John Bernthal, right?
Who doesn't love John
because
Bernthal?
John Bernthal. But as far as comparing this, if you would have asked me halfway through, I would have said, I don't know that I like it as much as, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision. But I think they're all like on the same level in a very unique way. And I think that's one of the things, and I'll pick your guys' brain on it. It feels like they've gone such different directions with everything. Loki was crazy, all about the TVA, and then WandaVision was wild, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and now Hawkeye. They've all been really cool shows, but such different feels, and I really think they've done a great job with these.
Yeah, I think they've made them all kind of different on purpose so that they do all have a different feel. Like, for example, in this series in Hawkeye, I never really felt that Clint and Kate were really in any kind of trouble ever. Like, the tracksuit guys were kind of goofs. They were never really going to be a problem. When Fisk showed up, you thought maybe, but he was kind of going about 1/100th speed or 1/10th speed with Kate. Didn't really seem to want to hurt her, more annoyed like a gnat or a mosquito. So this definitely had a different feel than, say, Falcon and the Winter Soldier or even WandaVision, where you're like, oh man, something could go really wrong here. Or Loki. It seemed like the stakes were really raised in a lot of those series. And in this one, it was more like, okay, we have this character in Kate, we need to develop her. Well, we can't just like literally throw her at like Thanos or something right off the bat. Her character has to build and develop. She's got to work through the low-level villains and thugs until she becomes who she is. So I think that kind of led to it having a different feel for this series.
Well, of course it's going to have a different feel. It's comic books. Any different comic book you get, it's going to have a different feel. The Punisher is going to go on this avenue. Spider-Man's going to go on this. That's just how it's going to go. Yeah, they do intertwine, and when they do intertwine, that's when you're going to get like those real special things where it can take a character to some place that they haven't been before. Like Kate was doing the fun and around fighting with Yelena, but then when it was time with Fisk and she knew that like she couldn't do anything, that's when she had to start trying to adapt and everything. And then even same with that we saw with Maya changing her changing her arc as well. So yeah, that's the joy and love of comic books, is that each different character has a totally different story to tell. So that's why you get all these different avenues and then this one, yes, was centered around Christmas time, and it was taking place in 5 days, which is perfect to tell the story of how they became a team and stuff like that, with not having the biggest amount of danger, but there's any moment of time their lives could have been, donezo. So
yeah, I think this was very well done. I came in with, I would say, medium expectations, because I'm like, okay, can Hawkeye have his own story standalone aside? Because there wasn't a Hawkeye. We got a Captain America movie, an Iron Man movie, we've got a Black Widow movie, we got an Ant-Man movie. We didn't get a feature Hawkeye film, and so I'm like, okay, how's that going to work out with a series? But I think they did a great job with it.
Which is absolutely right. So this was a great Marvel series. We can't wait for the next one. Which one will that be? We'll find out. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the Answer. Good night, pals.